Wendy Williams was diagnosed with frontal-temporal dementia. Her son said it's a result of her drinking. As you come on to the page, kindly hit the like bell and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so as yet. Thank you. According to She Finds, Wendy Williams' family has acknowledged her dementia diagnosis, and her son Kevin Hunter Jr. has shared that healthcare experts suspect that the former talk show host's cognitive disorder may be associated with her long-standing fight with alcohol addiction. Let's listen to what her son and Access Hollywood have to say.
Wendy's son, Kevin Hunter Jr., claims in the doc that his mother's dementia was alcohol-induced, but in a statement attributed to Wendy's care team, which states she was diagnosed with aphasia in 2023, there's no mention that it was related to alcohol, only saying the progressive disorder has impacted her behavior and cognitive functions.
They basically said that because she was drinking so much, it was starting to affect her headspace and her brain. I think they said it was alcohol-induced dementia. Oh, baby, hello.
You can see examples of Wendy's confusion throughout the doc, which began shooting in 2021, including when she visited her father while living with family in Florida.
Daddy,
Yes.
Wednesday,
Yeah.
I'll be back on TV.
Oh, wait, today is Wednesday. You're talking about next.
No. The girl is still, it's not working.
Another example of confusion happened during Wendy's trip to Los Angeles in March of 2023.
So this meeting today, for a talk show? Yeah.
NBC Universal.
NBC. But they have to understand, it can't be here in Miami. It's got to be in New York, New York. Where are we today? In California.
Lifetime stopped filming with Wendy in April 2023. According to the doc, she entered a treatment facility that same month for cognitive issues. Wendy's sister Wanda says she's doing well.
I don't know the exact location of where she is. Wendy's in a more positive place, in a stronger place than she was a year ago. I mean, it's almost like I'm talking to Wendy from years ago.
So let's get deeper into this frontal-temporal dementia. It might help a few people out there who are diagnosed with this. This is just a reminder that this channel does not give medical advice. The information is provided by the Mayo Clinic. If you have any medical issues, you can check with your doctor now. As you come on to the page, kindly hit the like bell and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so as yet. Thank you. Now let's get into the information that was provided by the Mayo Clinic. Alcoholic dementia, long-term effects of heavy drinking on brain. Alcohol use disorder can lead to dementia. Chronic alcohol use can cause memory and behavioral changes, often described as alcoholic dementia. 1J. There are many contributing factors and types of alcoholic dementia, including head trauma, liver failure, and alcohol-associated malnutrition. If you or a loved one begins to develop signs of alcoholic dementia, it's important to see a healthcare provider as soon as possible. Alcoholic dementia is gradually progressive, and it worsens over time. Medical treatment and getting treated for alcohol addiction may help prevent the condition from getting worse. This article describes the causes of alcoholic dementia, symptoms, diagnosis, treatment, and coping. Why does alcohol lead to dementia? Alcohol leads to dementia in several ways. Alcohol consumption affects every organ in the body. Drinking alcohol in moderation has not been considered a cause of health problems or dementia. However, recent studies suggest that even moderate alcohol use can increase the likelihood of dementia. How alcohol can contribute to dementia includes 3. Toxins affecting the brain. Alcohol use is associated with inflammation, which may damage neurons in the brain, leading to dementia. L4-Wernicke-Korsakoff syndrome. This type of dementia is caused by alcohol-induced thiamine deficiency, which leads to brain damage. Liver failure. Chronic alcohol use causes liver damage. The liver interacts with food and medications so that they can be used by the body and also aids the chemical process of removing waste material from the body. Liver failure leads to a buildup of toxins that harm the brain. Malnutrition. Alcohol damages the stomach, intestines, pancreas, and liver, impairing the body's ability to get nutrients from food that is eaten. Additionally, alcohol is filling, which makes it difficult to eat properly. Intoxication also may cause you to neglect your own healthy eating. The resulting nutrient deficiencies damage the brain and contribute to dementia. Head trauma, intoxication, can cause accidents, falls, and injuries. Repeated head trauma can cause or worsen dementia. Exacerbation of dementia. Alcohol use has been shown to worsen the neurological changes of Alzheimer's disease, Lewy body disease, and other common types of dementia. 4. Alcohol use disorder, AUD, is defined in the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders, 5th edition, DSM-5. Its diagnostic criteria include factors such as the frequency and amount of alcohol use, as well as behavioral features of addiction. L7. All types of alcohol dementia are associated with AUD. Not everybody who consumes excessive amounts of alcohol for long periods of time develops dementia. But there is no way to predict whether a person who consumes large amounts of alcohol will develop alcoholic dementia or not. Alcoholic dementia versus Wernicke-Korsakoff syndrome. While they are sometimes used interchangeably, alcoholic dementia and Wernicke-Korsakoff syndrome are not exactly the same. Wernicke-Korsakoff syndrome is a type of alcohol-associated dementia that's caused by thiamine deficiency, but there are other types of alcoholic dementia. Stages of alcoholic dementia symptoms. Alcoholic dementia can occur at any age, and it is expected to worsen rapidly, within a few years, after the initial symptoms begin. Some people may develop behavioral symptoms or problems with memory and decision-making before experiencing motor effects of alcoholic dementia, but the pattern of symptoms doesn't necessarily follow a particular sequence. Effects of alcoholic dementia can include 19. Slurred speech, impaired coordination difficulty, walking a wide-based gait, which is a pattern of walking with the legs placed far apart, problems with memory, difficulty with decision-making, personality changes, anxiety or depression. Getting an alcoholic dementia diagnosis. A diagnosis of dementia requires a comprehensive physical and psychological evaluation. This includes cognitive testing, which involves assessing thinking and problem-solving skills. Dementia has many causes, and it can be difficult to distinguish causes. Sometimes, physical changes such as movement disorders or coordination problems can help differentiate types of dementia. In addition to a physical examination and medical history, your healthcare provider may order diagnostic testing to help reach specific causes for dementia symptoms. The evaluation will include diagnostic testing may include L2, liver enzyme tests. Liver failure causes a pattern of liver enzyme changes that can be measured with blood tests. Nutrient levels, nutritional deficits, such as vitamin B12 deficiency, often cause anemia that can be identified with blood tests. Additionally, specific tests for nutrient levels can be requested as well. Consideration of whether you have AUD based on DSM criteria, a medical history to identify risk factors, cognitive testing to examine thinking and problem-solving abilities, a physical exam, which will help identify signs of liver disease, skin changes, or nutritional deficiencies, neurological examination, which will assess coordination, gait, and reflexes. Urine tests can detect the presence of alcohol. Electrolyte panel. Changes in mineral concentration can occur with dehydration or other effects of alcohol use. Brain imaging studies. Brain imaging tests can visualize brain damage due to head trauma. Sometimes, signs of dementia can also be noted in these studies. The results will help determine whether you or your loved one has AUD, dementia, or both. Does treatment reverse alcoholic dementia? Treatment may help prevent the progression of dementia that's associated with alcohol use. Generally, treatment can't repair areas of the brain that have been harmed by nerve cell damage or head trauma. Therapy for alcoholic dementia can include management of AUD, nutritional supplementation to compensate for nutrient deficiencies, and exercises to improve cognition, thinking abilities, and motor skills. Additionally, medications that are indicated for treating dementia, such as Namenda, memantine, may be prescribed, but the benefits are not established for alcoholic dementia. Programs to treat alcoholic dementia and dependence. If you or a loved one is living with AUD, it can be challenging to stop drinking. Alcohol withdrawal can be dangerous if you abruptly stop drinking after consuming large amounts of alcohol for a long time. Alcohol is highly addictive for some people. A variety of programs can help you stop drinking. You should discuss your intentions with your healthcare provider, who can work with you to help plan your next steps toward recovery. Options may include inpatient or outpatient detoxification from alcohol, and sometimes, medication is necessary to help a person stop drinking. You and your healthcare providers will have to decide on a plan to determine the safest steps as you begin the process of quitting alcohol. Side effects of alcohol withdrawal may include L9 irritability, fatigue, anxiety, nausea, vomiting, sweating, insomnia, bad dreams, tremors, hallucinations, seizures, delirium, loss of consciousness. The severity of these withdrawal symptoms varies by person. Potentially experience any combination of these effects when withdrawing from alcohol. If you are undergoing alcohol withdrawal in a supervised medical setting, your healthcare team will monitor your vital signs and your overall mental status throughout the process so interventions can be started when needed to maintain your safety.
As you continue to listen to the video, don't forget to hit that like bell and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so as yet. Thank you.
Coping with long-term effects of alcoholic dementia. If you or a loved one is living with alcoholic dementia, it can be extremely difficult to cope with personally and for the family. Usually, self-care is impaired with alcoholic dementia. People may also have motor difficulties due to impaired coordination and trouble walking, which can lead to safety concerns. Memory and decision-making are also severely affected, which means that people living with this condition need help from trusted family or friends to manage home, finances, transportation, and more. It can be beneficial to work with a social worker who is experienced in managing alcoholic dementia and who can guide you and provide you with advice, support, and resources as you cope with this condition. People coping with alcoholic dementia and their loved ones may also benefit. The most common causes of alcoholic dementia include head trauma, Wernicke-Korsakoff syndrome, liver failure, and the toxic effects of alcohol on the brain. Sometimes stopping alcohol use is a key factor in preventing additional damage that causes worsening of alcoholic dementia. It can be dangerous to stop alcohol abruptly, and it's safer to go through alcohol detoxification under medical supervision. Coping with alcoholic dementia can be difficult for a person who is experiencing it, as well as for their loved ones. You don't have to go through this alone. Seeking help from healthcare providers, as well as support groups, can help you as you learn how to manage your alcohol use and how to cope with the effects of alcoholic dementia. As you leave the page, don't forget to hit the like bell and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so as yet. Thank you.